Hello everyone and welcome back to Spectacle Island. This is the multiplayer co-op with NordicFarming and we have reached episode number 13. Last time we were busy getting our second field of maize all chopped up and we got that over to the bunker and compacted, covered up, and that has now fully fermented. So today we've got some new jobs on the horizon. The first is the oats in field number 5 are ready. So Nordic and I are going to go over and harvest that first and foremost. Nordic is going to harvest and I've just got the yams with the trailer ready for him to dump into. The trailer is probably big enough for the yield of the oats, so I can just leave it there and he can chop it up as we go. Whilst he's doing that, we are going to sell the firewood, as the firewood sell point needs some more wood now. And then we've also got some eggs which we couldn't sell last time, but the price has now gone up at the Portside Cafe, so I'm going to try and sell those to get some good money. After that we need to bale up the straw from the oats, which Nordic will create as he harvests, and yeah, that straw is then going to go towards our cows, and yep, we're going to be buying some cows today, which means we're going to need a few new bits of equipment. We're going to need a mixing wagon or a feeding wagon so we can feed the cows the TMR, total mixed ration, which will need straw. So yep, luckily we're going to get some straw from the oats as we haven't got any in supply. And then it's also going to need hay and silage. The silage will come from the maize silage that we've got at the bunker. So yeah, we're going to need a mixing wagon or feeding wagon, and we're also going to need a telehandler, as yeah, we'll need a telehandler to help scoop up the silage from the bunker, and we're also going to buy a bale shredder which is going to make the bedding for the cows, and yep, that has a telehandler attachment, so going to need that with it. So let's just leave that there for Nordic. I'll detach it so it's a little bit lower. Nordic's going to get started harvesting, and yeah, we're going to get ourselves busy selling the firewood and eggs whilst he makes a head start, and we'll come and join him by doing the baling. So we'll let Nordic get started, and then I'll see you when we're over here to start some straw baling. Right, so there we are. We have sold all the eggs at the Portside Cafe, and wow, have we made some money. It turned out to be just shy of £48,000 per pallet. So we had 2 full pallets and one about 3/4 full. And we also got about £15,000 per pallet of firewood. So the earnings have been pretty substantial, and yeah, we're now up to 243,000, which is really going to help us with the equipment we need for cows and also the cows themselves. I'm not sure why the price of eggs is so good here. Maybe there's some sort of egg embargo on Spectacle Island, so yeah, the ones that are produced here are worth a pretty penny. That's good for us, means we've made lots of money, and also from the firewood as well. That's a really good earner. So let's get the Massey and the egg pallets back to the farm and hop in the MB track to get over to the oat field. One thing I forgot to mention earlier was, obviously last time we planted our sunflowers in the newest field, field number 3, and we drove past them on the way to the bakery, and it looks like that's reached its first or second growth stage, which is nice. And also the oats that we are harvesting, we're not going to profit from. They're going to go straight into our horses, so yep, no money made from them, which is especially why we needed the money from the eggs and the firewood today. So let's get back to the farm, get the MB track and the baler, and get over to field number 5. Right, so Nordic looks like he's just about to empty a load into the Daimler trailer. Looks like he's already done quite a few already, and yeah, made a good start on the field. Probably joining him at a good time. So get the baler started up and ready to go. I'll try and follow the yellow swath road, which he has laid out for us, and yeah, get this baled up. I want to try and not get any bales in his way where he's going to be turning, so maybe I'll start up this end, but I'll go around the headland first. So yeah, let's start baling. We've already got 50% straw in here, so that's handy. And there we are, finishing up the last swath of straw. Quite a few bales here, so probably going to need the big trailer to load them all up. And Nordic has just finished and is taking the harvester back over to the farm. We can probably catch him up if we're quick. Yeah, very odd shaped field, so difficult to harvest. I don't envy Nordic having to do that one. Oh look, I think we've got some straw in that shed. We can add to that. Cool, so we'll get the MB track back to the farm with the John Deere baler. I can see Nordic ahead there. I should be able to catch him up. But yeah, our next job will be getting some of those bales stacked so they're good for the cows. Yeah, Nordic has jet washed the Class Dominator and the header. The jet sprayer was bought last session, but I don't think I got to use it. So let's get the baler and the MB track repaired up whilst we're here, and then we can give it a nice clean. Archer. Oh yes, first time cleaning this baler since we purchased it, so it is well in need of a good clean. Same for the MB track. There we go, spotless. And spotless too. Let's get it parked up. Here's Nordic back from the field, just tipping the leftover oats into the silo. I'm switching to the Fendt, I think, for the bale loading. And yeah, going to need the yams later to get the bale trailer. Okay, so due to the volume of bales, we are both going to need to bale load onto the trailer. So I'm just going to get this trailer parked up. It's a bit too small. I thought we'd only have enough bales to load this one, but yeah, we're definitely going to need the bigger one. So let's get this parked back over here somewhere. Actually, we might put it over by the firewood. So we are going to get the Fendt and the Massey over to the oat field. We'll be able to get both to the field whilst Nordic picks up the large bale trailer with the yams. Right, Nordic's on his way over, the fence in the field, and I'm going to start rounding up stacks of 3 bales. Right, so that is all the bales nicely stacked up. So just going to leave that there for a moment. Take the Massey back to the farm, and we are going to go pick up our mixing wagon. So I'm going to hop back in the MB track, as that's the fastest vehicle. And Nordic is also over to the store to buy our new telehandler, which we'll get a good look at shortly. There we go. Right, MB track. Giving the Fent a nice clean. Whilst to do that, we will get over to the store. Right, Nordic is here at the store as well. He's going to be buying the telehandler, but we are going to buy the mixing wagon, and we've got a nice mod in mind. It is the Keenan Mech Fiber 365, which I think is a German brand. Yep, this is it, our mixing wagon, 22,785 litres. Bit of an odd number, I know, but yeah, we like the look of this one. Quite like the rectangular shaped. So wheel setup, I think we're going to keep as standard. We're of course going to buy it used to save £8,600. And for the design, we are going to get both the feed chute on the side and also the bale handler on top, which is where we just plonk the bales in the top there, and that, I guess, shreds them as they get mixed up. But we are going to have both options there. And yeah, we don't want a registration plate. So £39,500. Let's buy that. There we go. And back in the MB track to go pick it up. Aha, here is Nordic, and that is our new telehandler, with a rather large bio-belt bucket on the front, which is going to make easy work of all the silage we have to load. So let's hook up to our new mixing wagon, feeding wagon. And yeah, Nordic's getting that serviced up in the garage. We should do the same with this. Whilst we wait for Nordic to repair, let's take a look at the loading wagon we've got. It is the Massey Ferguson 9407S, 122 horsepower, and yeah, looks pretty decent. Got that all serviced up. So let's head over to the bunker just to see Nordic uncover it and start loading the silage. Nordic's going to load it into the pipe network that runs around Spectacle Island, and the pipe runs up to the farm. So we should be able to get our silage nicely delivered up to the farm from the BGA bunker, which is nice. Well, just in time for Nordic to do the first load. Right, so that is the pipe network which runs to the farm. We deposit it this end and it gets pumped up to the farm. Might take a little bit of figuring out, but we'll get it working. But yeah, here we go. Here's our bunker that's all uncovered. 644,921 litres. Wowzers, lots of silage. And whatever we are not going to pump up to the farm, we will of course put in the BGA ahead of us. But we'll leave that to Nordic and get back over to the farm with the mixing wagon. And I guess whilst he's doing that, we ought to get our cows. I need to pick up the yams and bale trailer from field number 5 too. Excellent, so we can just leave that there for now and head back over to the yams. Right, just grabbing the animal trailer and we can head over to the animal dealer and pick up our cows. Got the draw bale trailer parked up there next to the mixing wagon, so we'll be ready to go with giving the cows what they need. Here we are at the animal dealer. Let's get the trailer backed up. I think we can open it up and also undo the rear gate to let the cows in. So, cows. So we can get 6 in a trailer. There we go, £15,000. So we better get moving and do a few trips to get some cows. There we are, deposited the first 6 cows in there, which is nice. Nordic is in the cow shed, clearing out all the muck. There is a bit of spare feed lying about, so we'll be able to use that. But let's get the water set up for them. And there we are. Get that filled up nicely, so the cows have water. So let's take a quick look at what the cows need overall. They will need a mixture of things. So, water, most certainly. Cleanliness, yeah, we need to keep them clean so they reach high productivity. Straw, so I think straw is optional and it's used for the bedding. If you provide straw, the cows will produce some slurry and some manure. But if you provide no straw, then the cows will only produce slurry, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, for feed, we need to provide total mixed ration for 100% effectiveness, and then hay or silage can be provided for 75%, and then grass for just 25%. So for us, it makes sense just to get total mixed ration done. So that's what I'm going to look at doing next. Oh yeah, it looks like Nordic has picked some up from the feeding area, so we've got 4,174 litres to get us started, which is really handy. What I will do is actually go and get some more cows first of all, because if we fill up with TMR, we're only going to need to fill it up again when we get more cows. So I'll go get another load of cows. I think 12 should be sufficient to start with, and then yeah, we can get our mixing wagon underway. Second load of cows. Let's get them home. Nordic letting us pass. Thank you, Nordic. think Nordic is off to get the bale blower, or the straw blower, which is going to create the bedding for the cows, so we'll get to see that in action soon. Second load of cows going to their new home. Here we are. Very nice. So 12 cows. I know that's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but that's going to be enough to get us started. And now let's just put the animal trailer here. Yeah, this is quite a big farm, but it's surprising how much space all the equipment we now have takes up. So just need to find little pockets and places to store things. Yep, there are cows in there nicely enjoying the pasture. So I'm going to get the MB track attached to the mixer wagon. Now, is it a mixing wagon or is it a feeding wagon? I don't really know. Doesn't say on here, but yeah, mixer or feeding wagon, I guess. Either or, doesn't really matter. But yes, let's get the Massey, because we need to start loading our mixing and feeding wagon. So I'm going to need a bale of hay first of all, so I'm going to pinch one from the sheep. I'm sure they won't mind, because these are 8,000 litre bales. And yeah, they haven't really got through the first one yet, so I really don't think they're going to mind. I might actually pinch two, because cows tend to need more. Right, aha, here comes Nordic with the straw blower. So if I just get this hay bale into the mixing wagon, I can then load him a straw bale for the straw blower. So you should be able to just scoop this up now. Nice. A bit of flipping it, but that's in there, so nice. We should see the that in action. There we go. Some nice bedding for our cows. Let me just pop that back in there for him. There we go. Nice, lovely straw bedding. There we go, the straw is going up. So, yeah, I think the 8,000 litre bale should get it to green. Oh, well, just in the green, probably. So let's carry on with the TMR. We open up the help menu. We've obviously got 100% hay, which is 35%, that's fine. We want to get it up to, let's say, 70% with the silage. So, oh, can I open cover? What does that do? Oh yeah, that opens it up, nice. But if we drive under here, we should, hopefully, get some silage. Okay, it turns out I was at the wrong spout. It is this one, so let's start filling. There we go, we will stop there, as that looks to be alright, and we'll top up the rest with a straw bale. Right, so let's grab the straw bale, and the straw really is just for padding out the food to make it go a bit further. Nordic is off with the trailer to go get some more cows. We want to try and get as many as we can. We've not got all the money in the world, but enough to get quite a good group of cows. So let's drop this straw bale in. Lovely job. Really does show how much equipment you need for having a reasonably sized cow operation. Cool, so we are at a all green ratio, and I think we've actually managed to make it so the hay and silage has gone a long way. You can end up wasting quite a lot of silage when you've got perfectly good TMR, so straw is the cheapest thing, so really you want to have as much straw in there as possible. So if we turn this on, we should be able to start giving this to our cows. And that worked out quite well volume wise. I reckon they're going to take quite a lot. The feeding trough isn't even filling up at the moment, unless it's somewhere else. Oh yeah, there we go, it's starting to fill. $17,000 litres, still in the red. Perfect, there we go, that worked really well. And we are up to 26,000 litres of TMR, so that's just under half of what they need. So I'm going to let Nordic do the next TMR load, so I'll pop the mixing wagon over here for him, and we'll maybe give the straw blower a go, as the cows look like they need a bit more. So let's jump in the Massey, and we need 2 straw bales, one for the TMR that Nordic is going to create, and I need one for the straw blower. So let's get that out of here. Saying that, now that Nordic has bought some more cows, we're going to need more TMR and more water. So let's give the straw blower a go, and this is the Robert Hydra Pail, and yeah, you sort of pick up the straw bale in there, and it runs on the telehandler, which is quite cool. But yeah, this is our first time using the Massey Ferguson 9407S. This looks pretty smart. So let's go pick up this straw bale. Don't know if there's a... I'll remove the chain, there we go. And then we should be able to, hopefully, just scoop up a bale. Don't want to put too much weight on this. Okay. Nordic was doing some flipping of it. Don't really want to flip it. Want it to slide in nicely. Ah, there we go. Oh! Juggling straw bales. Nice. Let's try that again, shall we? Just gonna help this this old bale in there. Otherwise we'll be here all day. Right. Gently does it. Get this over to the unloading section. And start blowing it in there. Imagine if you're doing this in real life, you would just drive up and down. Although it doesn't seem to like going further down. Maybe this is just the bedding area up at the top here. That makes sense, because further down is where it opens up for the grass pasture. So, very nice. Cows are going to be well looked after. Cool, so that's the cows filled with straw, 15,943 litres. So yeah, perfect. And Nordic is now doing a load of TMR, so let's have a look how he's getting on. He's just loading it up now, and that looks to be full, so I think he's just going to get that in position so he can do a run down the feeding line. There he goes, topping up the TMR quite nicely. Oh, hello. Just trying to find the best place to store all of this stuff that we've got. Really need to stash it somewhere good. Probably going to have to make use of these sheds over here. There we go. That can live there, and probably the telehandler can live next to it. Although, should we give that a wash? It looks a bit dirty. Yeah. Give that a good old wash. Nice and fresh. Let's get this parked away. And there we are. These are our lovely new cows, and they have been well fed and watered today. And yeah, I think they're probably already on their way to produce some milk. 128 litres we've got, and 123 litres of slurry, and wow, already 10,000 litres of manure. So yeah, whilst there's straw, they're probably going to produce more manure, which is yeah, good. That can be used as fertilizer, so maybe we'll have to get a manure spreader in the future. But yep, they are working 100% productivity, and that's because we've got TMR, which is in the amber, so we're going to have to do another feed at some point. But we only have a few hay bales, so we're probably going to need to do another hay run by cutting field number 4 in the next session and getting that tedded and baled up into hay. So yeah, we're also going to need a broom to keep the feeding area tidy. These cows are probably very messy, much like the other animals of the farm. But yeah, that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching. We've obviously harvested field number 5 of oats. That's going towards our horses. We baled up the straw from that field, and that's going to be well utilised in the future towards our cows. We've bought our new mixing wagon, feeding wagon and telehandler, and got our cows nicely sorted. But all of that's been possible because we managed to sell our firewood and eggs at the start of the session, which yeah, really gave us the investment money to get our cow operation up and running. Of course, got to mention the massive amount of maize silage which we got, and that's been nicely pumped up to the farm here for us, which makes our lives a bit easier. Cool. Well, I hope you've enjoyed watching. As always, please watch Nordic's video for his perspective on things, and a big thank you for any likes and subscribes. If you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, then feel free to leave a comment. Yeah, hope to see you again in the next one. Cheers for watching, and catch you later. Bye bye.